Okay, so welcome to the second video, second part of the Mastery movement series, right? And this time I'm gonna showcase specifically how to move correctly against bots when you're fighting them out in the open, when you can't see anything because there is fog everywhere, like how to move, how to fight robots. Now, I'm using a very specific loadout, but this what I'm about to show you now applies to any loadout. It doesn't matter what you use. But for those interested in what loadout am I using right now, I'm using the crossbow as a primary, the P4 Senator as my secondary. I've got stun grenades, recoilless rifle, autocannon sentry, rocket sentry, and a strafing run. Okay, and I'll be pausing the video whenever I'm going to give my take on my thoughts and how I'm approaching this situation without ever stimming, without ever dying, and getting an absurd amount of kills. Okay, and some of the guys are going to be speaking in the background because everyone had their mic on. And I did have my mic on in this game, but when I was recording it, I muted the recording of my mic by accident. Anyway, let's go ahead with this.
And or any swarms of enemies that are near us, like you have to chase it halfway across the map.
Yep. Which, like for example, I pinged the mortar emplacement next because for one thing that's going to be a big fucking issue, even though it's a side objective. Still going to be an issue, so we're going to roll over there, clean that up.
On the ping.
Okay, first thing you'll notice is I've already scouted the area, right, before this a little bit. I know there's no enemies coming in from my left. I know all the action is coming right ahead of me. And I'm also hugging a rock. Whenever you are reloading, hug some piece of cover against whatever enemies you can see. If someone blindsides you, okay, then it happens, right? You're not omnipotent. You can't observe everything, but make sure you always go behind cover against enemies that you can't see and you're reloading. Because if a stray rocket comes at you, that's how the game is, right? Sometimes these bots have infrared vision. Anyway, let's continue.
Why did I not bring my senator? I was afraid.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm being extremely risky here. Running out in the open could get shot at any minute. I also haven't brought up the map, which I say you should always bring up. But the reason why I feel this bold is simply because I know the enemy is too occupied with my teammates, right? If my teammates weren't there and I was soloing, I probably wouldn't do this. I'd probably jump from rock to rock until I'm sure and I've checked the map more often. But because I know my teammates are pulling the aggro, I can move forward. And unless I shoot the enemy, I don't have aggro. I might as well be invisible to them for now.
My God.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and if you're watching this and wondering how did you know that Hulk was there, I didn't. I'm just shooting out there, hoping I hit a devastator or something and help out my teammates. If I don't kill whatever I'm shooting, I get shot out, I'll dive to the ground, find some cover and so on. But right now, I feel pretty safe.
Thank you.
Another one.
I'm reloading. Hold on.
Requesting air support.
Damn it, boy.
Going down a sentry.
I need more super earth-approved coffee.
Okay, you see I ran back because my teammate just died. The enemy might try to aggro me next, and I threw a sentry to cover me, but I'm going to hide behind some rocks um, anyway because it's suicidal to go up top. I'm checking the map here. Maybe I'll check a little bit closer, but I see there's no crazy red dots anywhere, so I believe I'm safe for now.
Tagging man. South. Close.
Damn it, boy.
Okay, so one thing I'll explain, the teammate that just died, well, all the way over here, I thought my rocket sentry killed him, but no. The Devastator killed in the middle of the screen, I think exploded some barrels you can see from that explosion, which killed my teammate. So that is good to know.
Boy. Damn it, boy.
Reinforcing.
shit, I just ate shit from every fucking direction.
That was not.
Again, I just checked the map again because I don't know where the enemies are. My vision is shit. I can't see more than 10, 15 meters in front of me. So I use the map, right? Again, remember, if you can't see enemies, use your map because that's your pair of eyes and mist can't block that.
My fault.
No, I know. It was seriously, it was all mine.
Like, I thought.
As you can see again, when I'm running out there and I can't see shit, I will run towards behind some kind of rock. Because what if, actually, I'm going to show you.
Two holes there. I'm like, why does this thing keep aiming at?
Okay, you see I've just run into some enemies right beside the rock there, over here, and over here, right? I'm like, shit, but I've got cover. I've got good cover, so I'm going to run back in a minute.
The exact same hole I'm going. Oh.
100%.
And one thing is, I wanted to be able to not just hide behind cover, right? I want to fight too. I just don't want to cower behind the rocks. So often, like all the stratagems I have, sentries and strafing runs, they allow me to engage with the enemy without exposing myself and getting shot, okay, by a stray missile, stray machine gun. Um, yeah, it's kind of like playing peekaboo with bots. See, like that's why you should have cover always, especially when you can't see shit. Reload behind cover.
Oh, I thought that was my railgun round. Oh god, I'm out of orbital lasers.
We got a bot drop inbound.
I have no rockets for it. But
That's a damn good thing I do.
beautiful.
I love doing this.
Fuck me.
Yeah, sometimes I miss, okay? Okay, here's a really good scenario when you do miss, right? Is when you do miss, check what the dropship is dropping down at to you. If it was a tank, right, I might not have actually done anything there. I might have just run away because I think I need to reload my recoilless, right? And I've got one recoilless left. I want to kind of save it for an emergency. But there is no berserkers or tanks or anything like that, so I know I can go and engage it.
Nope, nope.
Okay, so hopefully that should show you. I'm going to move it to a second part of the video, which is, in a sense, almost crazy, and a lot of people will fall prey to. But that's an example of just fighting when you can't see crap, right? Whether you're joining a fight or starting one. Okay, so before we start here, is a couple of observations, right? Let me go
Oh,
backwards.
do we really need those damn samples? I mean,
Okay, so over here, you have to assess threats, okay? So right now we see visibility is poor, but we also see that there is a lot of flat terrain here, right? There's a couple of rocks we could hide behind, but we've got enemies coming up from over here at the top. There might be something over there, I'm not exactly sure, but then we have robots coming here, okay? And then we have this giant ass hill that could be hiding a base, or it could be hiding a lot more bots that could come over the hill, okay? So you don't want to run out there, because if you go to that rock and they're pinning you from the right side and the middle, you're kind of bummed, because if you have a look, where's the next best cover you can run to if you get overrun, right? And also, is there some bots in the middle there, right? Is you have to run from that rock all the way back here. That is risky. When you've got Hulks, you don't know if they've got rockets. You've got a lot of smaller automatons. What if there's some uh, shield devastators over across that could just annihilate you, right? And I also don't have support around here. They may be on the far right hand side. Okay, so what do? Right? Well, you don't engage that. If you've got sentries, if you've got strafing runs, use them instead and come back to
all the samples.
this cover right here that we just passed. Okay? So let me show you.
Empty completely.
Yeah.
Calling down a sentry.
Well, I called down another one. Alrighty, boys. New objective has been pinged.
Okay, do you see? There's a patrol up there, rocket devastators, probably shield devastators. Damn, good thing we didn't go up there because those little spot troopers I saw there, I did not notice they were there back then. It kind of surprised me.
Southeast.
Copy.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, do you see how we've already cleared a couple of bots. We have a rocket sentry covering us. We have patrol here, patrol there. Don't know how many more. We can reload at our convenience with cover. They're not going to kill us.
Have a taste of democracy.
I got sidetracked and I am at evac.
Also, I'll mention one thing is that it's really easy to go out and fight the bots and not look at your primary number of shots you have left, because quite often, sometimes I will forget to check my primary, how many crossbow shots I've got, and I'm click, and it's like, I pull the trigger, it's click, and it's like, oh shit, right? That's why cover is so important. So many players will complain, I got shot by something randomly, right? This game is unfair. No, you're just not watching your flanks. You're not watching the firings where you could be hit by, right? If I get hit by something behind me, which is really unlikely, then it's probably my fault for not checking, right? But I've taken pretty much all the precautions.
Say hello to democracy.
Oh, hi.
Okay, I'm just going up to check again. Most of the enemies seem cleared, so I'm going to slowly start pushing up. I've still got the rocket sentry that's going to take out a lot of the heavy targets here.
Oh, hi, heavy guys. Don't mind me. I'm just a little boy. Just want to go home.
What the fuck?
Okay. I got sidetracked and I cleared evac of all enemy forces.
Brother. Well, you're correct.
Okay, now this is getting even crazier because it seems like we've got an endless number of patrols. Another one that came up here that my rocket sentry is handling, and another patrol up here. So I know for whatever reason, it's probably not a good idea to push up here. So my only option is to push up the hill on the right, and I'm also really low on ammo, right? I've got 6 shots left with the crossbow, 1 shot left with the recoilless. So I'm going to regroup with my teammates, ask for a resupply, and then move on from there, right? But we've still got some crazy scenarios coming up.
Where?
I mean, there was 3 fabricators on it. It was not going to be pretty.
Also, one thing I'll mention is I know my teammates are pushing up a lot, and I know a lot of people don't check their their maps are behind them. So I'm kind of performing a sweeper role just to make sure, because I know we're roughly on the edge of the map. So bots might come up here. So I'm just going to move up along there and just cover my team's flank just in case, right? Because they're pushing far up ahead. They're at the top of the hill. They can see. And it'll probably take me half a minute to get up there. So I'm not going to bother, right? I'm just going to cover our 6.
It would have been a bitch to get in there.
Again, check the map.
Oh, hey, guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you probably can't hear me, but I asked to call a resupply. My recording device did not pick up my microphone when recording, but when you throw a resupply, always ask. Okay, we have a bot drop. Good thing I saved my recoilless rocket.
Reloading.
Do that.
I got 1.
Oh, that should have killed it, but I don't know why it didn't. Oh, I got 2 shots. Yep, this area is way too hot. Run, right? We're running because we're on a slant. Bot dropships are coming in. We can't kill them fast enough, and we're in a really exposed area. So reload and relocate.
Yeah, we really should get the fuck out of here.
Requesting
You're
sentry.
going to have a lot of tanks being dropped on you.
Requesting sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Oh my
Air
god.
sample acquired.
Okay, so 2 things here. One, I'm just looking for samples. I'm addicted to samples whenever I'm playing with randos out there. I just like collecting samples. But another thing is you'll notice, well, if we go back a little bit, right? I've gone over to this ditch, which is good cover, but why did I go all the way back down there? Right? Yes, there's samples, but the second reason I did it is because what's my fallback position, right? If the bots come over here and I need to retreat because it's just far too heavy, I'm out in the open and I'm really fucked, right? So sometimes, more often than not, if something is probably a bit too heavy. And the reason why I think it's too heavy is if you think back to like a minute ago, we had so many patrols, endless patrols coming over that flat open area before. So I'm still thinking, oh, maybe the bot mission, the the developers turned it up to level 15 or something. Right. So I'm going behind a second piece of cover, which gives me even more time to escape and more insurance, um, just in case things get really bad.
Sending in an eagle.
I have a clear line that's supposed to be fan site.
Dude, I don't know who the fuck put that rocket turret right there, but that was a fucking great idea.
Thank you.
I'll be real, that shit was great.
That was not
an
sarcasm, if
excellent
anyone's
fucking
wondering.
thing.
I just dove it through.
It worked.
Okay, again, let me just go back to the map. Okay, again, I know my teammates, they're probably going to circle all the way up over there, over that flat terrain where we killed most of them. But I know someone's pushing there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear my teammates back, just in case they have to run back because they're being pressured. Also, I'm just searching for samples, if I'm being honest. I'm covering their back and going around the other way, because two people there is fine. That guy probably, R2 probably needs backup later.
Actually, boys, we're gonna have to head back up that hill. We got more objectives that way.
There's fan site and an outpost up here. I'm currently clearing both.
I'll also mention the other reason why I've gone up this hill is because it gives me good cover against the bots down on the ground, because we haven't cleared all the bots over here. So if I have the high ground, right, well, then I've got the advantage. Good line of sight, good cover, and everything else.
Get some. Get some.
Trying to get up this fucking hill.
Yeah, I'm still sample hunting.
Right around that outpost that I'm aiming at.
Oh god.
Excuse me? There's just a... Oh, it was you.
See how good a position we have? All those bots are there. Sure, my teammates are playing aggro, but even if I was solo, I could probably throw another sentry. I've got amazing cover and I can just fire at my leisure.
Just not a burst of fire.
Calling down a sentry.
Wait, what happened? Wait, a strafe killed you, right?
How'd you like the taste of
Oh.
freedom?
There was a whole scorcher hiding in an acid cloud and I didn't see him.
Oh.
He caught me right about reloading the recoiler, so there was nothing I could do.
Mag's empty.
Holy
Again.
fucking
Again, moving from cover to cover.
shit, dude. That's a lot of shit. Yep. I'm dead. I'm dead. I got fucking flown.
Reinforcing.
Okay, so that Hulk from earlier, right, over there, you're probably wondering, why didn't I kill it? My teammates just marked it. Because the reason why I didn't shoot it is, one, I needed to reinforce the team and I thought that was better. And two, I thought my teammate might have it handled as well. So by that time I saw it, I didn't notice it. So I just focused on the drops because they're more dangerous.
500 on all that crap.
Team reload required. Tagging location. Requesting sentry.
Where the hell is my fucking... Where the hell is my fucking...
Okay, so this is pretty much the end of it, but you can see I am adequately using cover properly. I'm moving for frog hopping basically from cover to cover, making sure that I have good fallback positions. I'm advancing well. I deal with enemies in line of sight well. My teammates, I would say, they're probably being a little too aggressive, which is why they're dying so often. But when you're playing like this, right, safe and smart, you'll rarely ever get killed by a stray rocket or stray machine gun or whatever, right? So yeah, that's going to be it for this movement mastery for the bots in specifically. I might have more bot footage later, but I think this might be enough for now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Fucking recoil us at, huh?